over 100 years ago, they had this really charming tradition that on Christmas they would kill, like they would go hunting and kill as many birds as possible and just mound them up. Like there are photos of people with just mounds of dead birds, just for the, you know, the fun of sport. Hopefully they're at least eating them. But so back in 1900, a group of naturalists decided to combat this, and instead they did a Christmas bird count. So they decided to document as many birds as possible, and they started this tradition which has been going every year since 1900. So it is the world's longest running citizen science project. We have been hearing the great horned owls for well over a month now, and Marcia and I both just heard them last night. I heard them at like 11:45 in the park, and there's a pair, and it's our theory that the owl that we're hearing is actually the owlet that fledged from the nest in the park 2 years ago. We should actually look out for owl droppings. And so we'll get started. Oh, actually. I'm seeing 5 females and 5 males.
So Stephanie, we saw 3 robins flying over. We also saw 3 crows.
It was definitely not a Carolina wren.
Yeah, so the only other choice is that you saw a winter wren. So that's the only 2.
Yeah, so it had to be a winter wren.
Yeah.
It was definitely not a Carolina. Oh, that's so exciting. So
It's small from a tree. Definite black cat.
Yeah, it was.
Definite eyeliner. 1 eyebrow over the eye. Yeah. And not a lot of variation in the wing color. It was more like a mourning dove, like a gray, grayish brown.
Yeah, that's one of my spark birds. The spark bird is one that gets you interested in birding.
Yes.
Brian, make sure. I saw one of the birds looked like it had a creamy white belly. It might have been a hermit thrush, but it's so hard to see with the light up there. I can barely. These are 12 times.
Did you expect to see a hermit thrush in
What?
this area? I mean,
yeah, actually, yeah, we get
Really?
hermit thrushes in winter.
these are migrating from the far north?
No, they're in my front yard now.
Really?
Yeah, I've had
They're around in the winter.
Oh, and there's something.
Oh, here you go.
Oh, there it was, yeah. And there's something flying overhead
1, 2,
now.
3 fish crows.
6
crows.
Fish crows.
I think it's a Sharpie.
They're good. So the Cooper and the Sharpie are very similar and hard, difficult.
But I think it was a Sharpshin.
Okay.
You think it was a Sharpshin?
Yes, because of the tail and the size. Yes.
Because the Sharpshin has the straight tail, right?
Correct.
And the Cooper's the round.
Yep. And Sharpies and Cooper hawks, I mean, they're known to actually, go after birds. They eat other birds. Whereas, so if the birds aren't calling, that could be the hawk. Exactly. Whereas even a larger hawk, like a red tail, birds would not be flying away or being quiet because of a red tail. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't prey on birds.
So they go after mammals.
Right. So the squirrels would be hiding if it was a red tail.
You mean to call it? You just said.
Yeah, that's right. You said there was a hawk around.
And it was the absence of sound that people were commenting on, and I thought, I've heard this absence.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh yeah, that was great.
Somebody was saying it's not a good birding day, and I remembered the absence of sound, and there had been a hawk sitting right above us.
When they were flying, they both looked like a sipper.
Yeah, actually
they looked like
did.
2
You're
different.
right, when they were flying,
It
but
kind of looked like a coop chasing a Sharpie.
okay. Well, you know what?
Well, here's Juvenile.
Yeah, you know what? I that's what
You
it
can
is.
tell because it's holding a can of beer.
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah.
Because of the attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go, flicker.
Oh, good.
There, it's on the wing.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, just landed.
Yeah, just parked up there.
Sitting up there. Does it sound like a sapsucker to you?
Yes, it does.
That's exactly what I thought.
So guys, we've got another white-breasted nuthatch.
It's still there,
Oh, what's that?
Where is it?
It's the fox. Oh, it's the fox. Oh my gosh.
Is this see this one up here? Is this a red bellied up here?
Here Randy is?
Yep.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, directly there.
Got it. Yep. Right there. Okay. Yay.
Song sparrow.
Oh. On the biggest tree here?
The one you had the pronounced cross. but it was definitely a creeper.
Okay, awesome. So Harry has such a big long bill that it
Yeah.
kind of has to lean back.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Brian was about to go, and I realized I should go over the list with everybody just to
Okay.
make sure, as a group, we can remember what we saw. So, all right, I have, so 18 mourning doves, 4 jays, 3 nuthatch, 5 red belly, 5 and 5 mallards, 46 robins, 2 chickadees, 2 Carolina wrens, 5 titmice, 1 winter wren, 6 crows. Oh, so 6 American crows, 3 finch species. All right, 2 cardinals, 5 fish crows, 1 sharp-shinned hawk, 1 immature Cooper's hawk, 1 white-throated sparrow. You only heard one in the distance, right? 1 hermit thrush, 1 downy woodpecker, 1 song sparrow, 1 turkey vulture, 1 brown creeper, which is an awesome one. Kingfisher, how do you feel about that one? Definitely a hairy.
Yep.
And
Flicker?
Yeah.
Did you get the flicker?
Oh yeah, there is one.
You know, I can't compare.
I did not get the flicker. Is there anything else? Joel? So, all right, based on that, we've got 26 species.
Nice.
Not too shabby.
Wow.